I think we're finally got enough schooling under our belt to talk about our routine, our schedule, how our homeschool looks like from day to day, week to week, month to month, quarter to quarter. You get the point. So let's talk about it. But first, this video is in collaboration with Davine over at Calm in the Chaos and Shauna over at Homegrown Homeschool. I have collabed with these ladies many times, so go check out their channels down below in the description box. And also there'll be a playlist with other moms who will be sharing their routines, schedules, homeschool life with you. So go check that out as well. Let's just talk. So we're pretty solid. I spent a few hours today actually, finalizing kind of my schedule, our plans and stuff like that. So if you're new here, I'm Nickie, welcome. I have a homeschool kiddo who's an only child to me in 4th grade. So that could be a lot of challenge in itself, but here we are in our 5th year of homeschooling, and we can't say enough great things about homeschool. Our schedule has kind of stayed similar throughout the years. We have always not schooled on Fridays, so we have always been a Monday through Thursday kind of homeschool. But this year, I'd like to say I'm solidified in our routine and schedule, but it can honestly change at any time. But that is the beauty of homeschooling, is you can flex and you can adjust and go as you can and do as you can. So we homeschool Monday through Thursday. Every single day we do our core subjects like math, reading, are all the language arts components. That is non-negotiable. That is something that we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days a week. And we have curriculum that is directed to my students. So those core subjects are very much independent to her this year in 4th grade. And that's working out really well. So to start out our day, she wakes up anywhere between 7 and 9 being rare. But we don't set alarms in our house, and for the most part she is down here in our schoolroom by 8:30 most mornings. I would say that we have some type of morning work or morning basket, and sometimes it doesn't always end up being activities that happen before we start our school day. So it could be, we might call it morning basket or morning work, but those things have kind of become more flexible with time, and we fit them in where we can. I am a part-time out of the house working mom, so the days that I am at work look slightly different to our schedule, but not really as far as core subjects, because they are direct to her, so she's able to do them on her own. So let's start with Mondays. Mondays are my catch-up day, but also a day that we get things done. I try not to plan a lot of outside activities on Mondays, because it's just our day that we have to really narrow and get things done. If we needed to do anything from the following week, we are catching up on Monday. So we always do our core subjects every day, language arts and math. Those are directed towards her. So she'll be doing those independently. And then we also do philosophy. Philosophy has been a really fun addition, and we do it once a week on Mondays. The next thing she does is spelling. She does do that every day of the week. On Mondays is usually her pre-test, and by that I just literally ask her to verbally spell out loud a new set of words, and she either gets them right or she gets them wrong, but she knows what she gets wrong to practice throughout the week. So that is also for her vocabulary. That is included in the spelling curriculum that we use. Next up is history. We're going to be doing history unit study style for the next 5 to 6 weeks. We're going to be learning all about the government and the elections, and I want to get this in now before the election comes so we're kind of familiar and we can watch the news and we can kind of know what's going on. So we're taking the next 5, 6, maybe 7 weeks, depending on if we were able to cram enough in. Or if we need to take more time, I'm happy with doing that too. But that's going to go over the Constitution and the Declaration and what is a government and the White House and the election process. So lots to cram in, but we have not done anything like this before. This is going to be like her first go ahead. So it's going to kind of be very surface level because I know these are things that are going to come up in further future years. But that is what we are doing for history on Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, 3 days a week to give us plenty of time. Tuesday, she is completely independent. So she is doing, once again, her reading, her language arts, math, all on her own. She has an extra math workbook that she does on that day, unusual math and reading, which she absolutely loves. She is touching on her handwriting. She does handwriting once a week, and it happens to fall on Tuesday. She enjoys it. She's doing cursive. She's doing great. And then again, of course, her spelling. So we do no electives or extra other than her like math, reading, language, stuff like that is the only thing she does on Tuesday. On Wednesdays, we kind of have a more fun morning as we hit the deck. And these are history deck cards. I did a video on this. Jessica over at the Waldock Way created these, and it's on her website to purchase. I will try to remember to link it down below, but we love them. It's just a nice fun way to kind of where she can get down here and really start the routine of something fun, unique, unusual to pick from and learn about before we dive into our subjects. So on Wednesday, she does language arts and math, of course, again, independently on her own, and she does spelling, which is literally the thing that she does every day. Nothing new there. Then we are getting into our science. This year, in this next semester, first semester, we are covering our health from Abeka. And we just started it. We're doing it twice a week, and I want to make sure we have enough time. If we have activities, things like it's on a day that I'm here and can help. And this week went really good with it. So we are going to be doing that on Wednesday and Thursdays. We're also going to be doing our government on Wednesday as well. So Wednesdays is like our busiest day. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep health and government on Wednesday because that's a lot in one day. I might, I don't know. I haven't decided. Since we have never schooled on Friday, I may break the rules for this semester, or at least until we are done with our government unit study. That might be what I switch our Wednesday to a Friday. It just is what it is. I don't have enough time of the day, and she and I work part-time, so we have to kind of go where we have the time. It's really hard for me to school at night. Mentally, I'm exhausted. She's exhausted. So I don't feel like we're at our best to school at night if a daytime isn't working. So we're just gonna have to open up our Fridays, which was Fun Fridays, which still is Fun Fridays. We usually do field trips and stuff like that, but that's not every Friday. So I think we'll be okay. Thursdays, again, math, reading, language arts, that type of stuff, all independent. Spelling is our spelling test, and then we do our health. So Thursdays is kind of a lighter day because we have our co-op gym. So it's not It's almost at lunchtime for that, so we have enough time in the morning to get a good chunk of these things done before we go over to our gym class, and then from there we're done. Friday, like I said, was our fun Friday, but we might be doing our history on Friday. It really just depends. We haven't started it yet, so if I find that we can get things done in 2 days versus 3, we might just do that. It really depends on time and her interest and rabbit holes and stuff like that. So that's like our basic schedule. Our routine, I mean, we are just a morning school people. It's when we find that we have the most attention to get things done. We do have morning basket also type activities or afternoon activities that she does. So we start either with a morning basket, or she starts with some type of morning work, which she does like a sentence print out. So she does like one task every day for a sentence, and that's been going really well, and that kind of gets her a little warmed up for our start in school. I think we've got it narrowed down. I use our lovely Homeschool Planet calendar to schedule everything out. It is life-changing. It is honestly the best thing to ever organize my homeschool, and I just print it out every week. I look at any of the supplies that I need to get for the week, and boom, done. But because our schedules are just a little bit busier as the older she gets, I feel like our schedules are going to adjust. So I have nothing set in stone. I am able to adjust, slide around, move around, anything that I need to. And a lot of the things that we are doing are like health and government are very much temporary. It's not going to be for the whole school year. So I will have other things to implement throughout the school year. So our schedule routine will change. It also tends to change when the weather gets cold, because our whole life changes then. What we do, where we go, and those types of activities. So we have a good flow and routine, and the rest of it doesn't really matter to me. As long as I know we're getting something done, I don't care what order it gets done or what day. We are very, very flexible, and she's very flexible in going, okay, Mom, I'm not feeling good today, or okay, Mom, let's go do this fun thing. Can I do the lesson tomorrow? Yes. So yeah, that is basically our schedule, our routine. We have extra activities that we do. She is in karate, she is in horse lessons, and those things are in the evening, so they don't really affect our homeschooling schedule. And one is on the weekend. So again, does not affect our homeschool schedule. Some of the type classes or groups that we're involved in our community meet typically on Mondays or Fridays. So sometimes we'll school like later or skip a day or something like that to get stuff done. And they often have like the one coming up this week, she's going to be doing a presentation on her favorite athlete. So that technically is counted towards school. She's researching, she's doing all the things. So if we don't end up doing school, it's totally fine. Like, your schedule should be flexible. You should be able to adjust and flow. That is the point of homeschool. It's nice to have a schedule, but nothing should ever be in stone. And yeah. Well, I hope this was helpful for you. It's hard when you're working and there's independence this year. It's been a little bit mumble jumbled in getting things on track, but I think we're finally nailing it 2 months in. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Also check out the description box and check out that playlist for other people's ideas on schedules and routines. As long as we get our core done, chef's kiss. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video.